So my dude's Valkyrja, and this is a long time coming since I made a video actually in Genshin. But I want to talk to you guys today about the Genshin TCG because I know you guys are going to be playing through it. I'm going to be making a lot of videos in the future detailing guides of how to play it. But first and foremost, I know a lot of you guys are going to get hit with the decision of what cards do I get. Because as you go ahead and as you play through the TCG, you are going to get player levels up. And as your player level goes up, one of the rewards you are going to constantly get are these invitations to go ahead and invite people to your tavern. That way you can fight them and get them as your character cards. So the way it works is you get the invitation, you'll come over to this little board, invite character, and then you can invite certain characters on over to your tavern to go ahead and basically you duel them, and if you beat them, you get them as your character card. So the thing is, right, I'm sure some of you are curious of who's the best. Now that's up for debate. I think there's some standouts, but I think there's one card that's not like the others. I think one character is just simply better than the rest, very simply put, and I think that character is Mona. Now, the reason for that being, and I'm going to showcase a lot of gameplay here in a second, probably while I talk about it, but Mona herself has a passive. And that passive is right here, Illusory Torrent. When you perform switch characters while Mona is your active characters, the switch is considered a fast action instead of a combat action. Now, if you don't know the difference between a fast action and a combat action, what are the difference? Well, you have action cards, but anytime your character takes an action, it's considered a combat action. Combat action makes you lose turn and it goes over to their turn, but then once they complete a combat action, it is now your turn again. So if your character instead is doing a fast action, it is still your turn. Think of it like a quick play from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's still your turn whenever it's activated, so you don't lose the action. Anytime you take an action with one of your characters, it's considered combat, unless this case, it's considered a fast action. So that is the biggest reason why she's broken. The second reason is a Mirror Reflection of Doom. What Mirror Reflection of Doom does is it deals 1 Hydro damage and it summons 1 Reflection for 3 Hydro dice, basically. And that 1 Reflection, when your active character receives damage, decreased damage taken by 1, when the usage is depleted, this card will not be discarded. Discard, deal 1 Hydro damage. That 1 Hydro damage is very, very important for setting up next turns due to the way in phase works. So the way in phase works is all summons damage are applied last. So if you are able to get that done, you are able to have a very strong first turn by going ahead and getting a lot of resource engines set up and going ahead and setting forward the shield. Then you'll be good to go because you are going to just have basically Hydro application at the end of your turn and have a very, very strong turn 2 coming forward, because then you can do things like quick swap on the next turn to Ayaka, and because you have a fast action, it's all your turn, it's completely unavoidable damage by your enemy, and then you can freeze and completely lock out that character from the enemy's turn for the next turn, allowing you to set up some very big plays and do some very big brain stuff and have a very, very good card advantage because Mona is genuinely that strong. Mona is a very, very strong card, and I highly, highly suggest getting her as one of your first cards for the invite. Another character to look into is Ayaka, because whenever you swap into Ayaka, she gains Cryo Infusion, which lets you have low-cost Cryo application. At 1 Cryo Energy and 2 colorless, you can basically apply Cryo very, very easily. The combo of Mona and Ayaka are going to beat out most things, but Mona is mostly the mainstay. Mona is absolutely busted, and I highly suggest getting her. Expect a lot more videos of the TCG coming out with me breaking it down, making it much easier to understand, explaining game states and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos as we venture together to kind of figure out a meta. The game is pretty complex. It's really, really good. I'm going to have a video covering my entire thoughts on it, but yeah. I just want to share this with you guys. Hopefully you guys give Mona a shot. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.